Grapari Telkomsel?
Oh, Telkomsel, yeah.
Is that
Kantor pos. Post
yeah,
office.
yeah, near theirs. Okay.
Okay.
Berapa harganya to go there? 20. Okay, cool. Let's go. Anda bisa bicara bahasa Inggris?
Sedikit.
Sidik. Okay.
This camera.
Yeah, camera. So, yeah, there and there. All right.
Grapari.
Yeah, near.
You corner, cut corner.
Exactly. Yeah, for SIM
What from?
Canada. From Canada. And saya nama
Udin.
Urin.
Udin.
Urin. Okay. Douglas. Oh no, Anda nama Urin. Right. Yeah.
How long here?
Only 1 day.
1 year.
1 day to,
Oh.
from Malaysia.
Oh,
Yeah. So good morning. Welcome back to Planet Doug. And I'm heading off to run a couple of errands. I'm in the city of Medan in North Sumatra. And one thing, I have a few errands to run, and I wanted to find out whether the BECAK is still a popular form of transportation or not. Yeah. So, but as soon as I stepped out of my hotel, a BECAK driver was turning the corner. So I chatted with him, and he's taking me to my first stop on today's errands, which is to get a SIM card. But the first thing we're doing is fighting our way through the early morning traffic of Medan, and that is no joke. And as you can see, we're in the middle of a major traffic jam. I came this way yesterday on foot, and it was a major challenge just walking around. My idea is that perhaps the BECAK would have been put out of business by the online rideshare apps like Grab or GoJeck. And I checked with on an app this morning, and it would cost about 12,000 rupiah to go with a motorcycle Grab. And with the BECAK, it's 20,000, he quoted me. So I guess it would be cheaper with a motorcycle, but I didn't have to order the BECAK and wait for him to come. I could just go out onto the street and get one. And of course, it's a lot more, it's quite interesting. We're passing by the railroad tracks right now. think it's, yeah, right here. So. Terima kasih. That's good. 20. So thank you very much. Yeah. There we are. Everything is okay. All right. Thank you. Ah. Yeah. I think it's right here. So yeah, that was a bit of a crazy ride, but there goes my BECAK. Canada. So I think where I need to go is in here. Telkomsel Grapari. Hello. Hello, how are you? Telkomsel Grapari. Right in there, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, it's right here, right away. There's a Grapari for Telkomsel. And I'm going to try and get a SIM card set up. Hello. Hello, how are you? For Grapari? Oh, go. In there, okay. Inside. Okay. There, up. Which one?
Yeah, first floor.
First floor?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Hello, how are you?
I have to buy SIM card?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I need my passport?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry, sir. Take you my photo.
Okay.
This is your number waiting.
G13.
Okay.
Okay.
Sit down, please,
Thank you.
sir.
I am, yeah.
Opposite in counter 7.
Counter 7, okay. Oh, right here. Okay, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Miss Davy, what can I do for you?
Well, I'm hoping you can help me get set up with a SIM card. I already had one from before, but I think the IMEI registration is expired because I've been to Indonesia this year 2 or 3 times already, and my phone keeps getting blocked. So
Can I check the number?
yeah. So this is the phone that has it, and I have the cards still. That's
I check first the
number. The last time they could extend it for another 30 days, but maybe now it is maximum. I'm not sure. If this one I can't use it, then I would like to get a new SIM card. But for this phone, yeah.
You bring your passport?
Yes.
Can I check?
There you are.
Thank you. There's no time to hold your passport like this because I'm going to take a picture.
Oh, don't need my glasses then. Done.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Well, that was a successful errand, to my surprise. I went to a Telkomsel Grapari office, which is like the fanciest office for Telkomsel to get SIM cards and get your smartphone account taken care of. And I already had a SIM card for Indonesia, but they have a system here where you register the IMEI number of your phone with customs, and they give you 90 days on that registration, and then it expires. And long ago, when I first came in contact with this policy, they explained it to me that you got 90 days to use that phone in Indonesia, and then you could never ever use it again. That phone was finished. But either they were mistaken or the policy has been updated, because now it's more like 90 days per visit. So now if you actually leave Indonesia, go to another country for a while, and then come back into Indonesia, you can re-register again and get another 90 days. So I didn't have to get a new SIM card. All I had to do was re-register the email number with customs, and I have another 90 days. I was expecting a whole lot of trouble, but as smooth as can be. It worked out really well. It's funny how much better my mood is when I manage to get something done like that. Something so simple, just getting a SIM card, and I just feel amazing. I feel like a badass, you know? It's like such a small thing, but it feels like a major triumph just to get that done. Anyway, I'm gonna reward myself for that victory, assuming I can get across the road with a cup of coffee. I just spotted a Doppio.me coffee shop across the road there. But yeah, the traffic here in Medan is pretty much non-stop. I mean, it just flows 24/7. I'm gonna try and get across. Try not to get run over. It's pretty much all you can do. So here's the coffee shop. I'm kind of hoping there's an air-conditioned interior. See if I can find an entrance. Selamat pagi. So I got my coffee, my celebratory coffee. I ordered a latte here, hot latte. I hardly need anything hot, but I thought it might be air conditioned in here. But the turns out the coffee shop is open, so it's kind of warm. But hey, it's okay. I get to look out over the street at all the traffic flowing along. Let's give my latte a try. Yeah, not bad. It's nice and hot. It's good coffee. I'm on another errand now for today, and that errand is to buy a small, very small, portable electric kettle that I can throw into my knapsack, into my backpack. I had one before, but I bought it actually in Sumatra last time I was here, but the electrical cord split apart, and it's split apart in such a way that there's no way to repair it. So I have to track down a new kettle. And I found a street back there full of these shops that had a bunch of electrical appliances, but as with many things in this part of the world, things are not always how they seem, because I went into all these places and they did have a few kettles. Hello guys! Hello! But the people who ran the stores clearly, they didn't think I was in the right place. They kept saying things to me. Hello. Hi. How are you? Oh, there's a,
Yeah.
there it is there.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. And they had kettles, but they didn't really want to sell me one. And then after I went into a few of the stores, it finally dawned on me, they're all wholesale. Like, to my eyes, they look like retail outlets. Again, because coming from Canada, a retail outlet and a wholesale, they look completely different. And in fact, wholesale places, we would never see them. They're not on commercial streets and they're not open to the public, right? But all these places, they look exactly like normal retail operations, but they are in fact wholesale. So I went into one of these places, and then a kind woman there, I told her what I was looking for, and then she says, and she actually took the time to write out on a piece of paper the name of another street and the name of 3 stores, and said, okay, you have to go here and go to these stores. They sell kettles, as you know, they're electrical appliance stores. So it's like, So anyway, my hotel is just down that street, and I believe this one here is where she was sending me to. Asia, it's Jalan Asia, I believe. And if I'm in the right place, there are kettles to be found up here somewhere. All right, we're definitely getting into the right area. There's Agung Jaya Electric, Maju Jaya Electronic, and there's even a little store here. And Makmur is up there, Elco Electronics, so there's all kinds of stores here. So I'm gonna go wandering from place to place, see what I can find. So that was the famous Siantar Express. That train goes from Medan to Siantar. I actually rode on that train once before in my life, maybe twice, I can't remember, but I do remember one time in particular. But yeah, it's always exciting to be around train tracks and train stations. Get an unusual perspective on the world. And by the way, I was successful in my errand. Took a long time. I had to visit every electronics store in that entire street. Hey. But I finally found what I was looking for, a very small electric cup to heat up a little bit of water for a cup of coffee. So I'm very happy about that. See if we can get partway across this street. Made it halfway across. Now I've got this coming at me. Man, oh man. Look at, it's like I'm getting whacked in the head by these pipes. I think this truck wants to turn left. Oh no, he's merging. Anyway, just scoot across. And this is my street again. There just happened to be a bunch of bicycle shops right here. These shops always amaze me, like all the like electrical appliances, electric parts stores that I went into. They're very small places, and yet jammed with products from floor to ceiling. And you can go into one of these tiny stores and there could be as many as 6 employees, like 6 people crowded in there, and I just wonder how they can afford to pay all their salaries. But again, I think a lot of these places, they don't depend on walk-in customers like me. They're just dealing with deliveries and wholesale, even though these are retail places, but they sell bulk shipments and things, because otherwise there's no way they could survive. But anyway, I should have filmed it, but I didn't. It was just too chaotic when I went into this little shop. And everywhere I went, I'm asking for a small kettle. I mean, I'm emphasizing like travel sized. And of course, they're all showing me 2-liter household kettles, you know, that you put in the kitchen or the dining room. And I'm explaining, no, those are way too big. And I explain, using Google Translate, I have to put it in my backpack. And they're looking at my knapsack. And then they're saying, they're getting out the kettle and assuring me, no, it can fit, you know, look. And they show how it can fit inside my knapsack. I'm like, well, yeah, it can fit inside, but it takes up the entire knapsack. It's a big household appliance. So I'm looking for a travel thing. And I knew exactly what I was looking for. They don't even look like kettles. They're like little aluminum or stainless steel cups almost. They're like the ultimate fire hazard of all time. And I've been buying these same, you know, cooking cups all over the place. I bought one in Myanmar. I bought 2 of them in Sumatra already. This is my 3rd one. But nobody knows what those are. I can't really describe them. But then I went into this tiny shop and looking around, they showed me all their kettles. They were all 2-liter, 1.8 liters. And then way up at the top, I spotted a little stack of these tiny cups. And they come in 3 different sizes, 11 centimeters, 13 centimeters, and 15 centimeters. And then I finally got them to understand that that's what I'm looking for, that's what I'm interested in. And then a whole hullabaloo was set off, everyone's shouting to get someone else, because they need a young man to come out to the front with a ladder and get up there and snag, you know, one of these kettles. And the guy brings up the ladder, he goes up and gets one of them, like the very top one, and brings it down. And then he disappears. He takes his ladder and disappears, and the woman hands me the box. And I mean, without exaggeration, the box was black. I mean, it's supposed to be white, originally was white, but it's been up there for so long, you know, so many months, if not years, well, years, I'm sure, and covered in all the exhaust from the car. So it was just black. So I wrote out on my Google Translate to the girl, like, can you clean off the box so I can open it and look at it? And she finally did. And then I wanted to see the other ones, because this one looked really kind of cheap and kind of not very good condition, really old. Actually, when she pulled it out, the entire bottom of the pot was missing. It was just like, just open wires dangling from the bottom. And she kind of went, oh, this one's broken. And it's not like it was broken. Half of it was completely missing, right? So Now I want to see the other ones. Like, can I look at the other ones, you know, and compare it? And now we've got a, you know, the big shouting goes off again, and the guy comes back with his step ladder, and he brings down one more. And I'm trying so hard to get them to, like, bring all of them down, like bring down one of each, lay them out in front of me so I can compare them all, see how much they weigh, and then nothing I could do, though, would convince them to do that. And the poor guy had to keep coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth every time with that ladder, and I'm thinking, anyway, it was total chaos. And then in the end, I finally settled on one, but it didn't have an electric cord in the box. And I kept saying, well, you know, I can't buy it without the cord, right? Does it come with a cord? And she says, oh, let me check. And she has to go in the back room. And they're rummaging all over the place in the back room looking for the cord that matches up with this kettle, and they eventually came up with something. Anyway, since I'm talking about it so much, I should at least show it, right? And there it is, my Q2 electric heating cup. And it's gotta be 15 years old or something like that. I've been sitting on the shelf. This is the, one of the clean boxes they got from the back. You know, this wasn't the black one, but it's still like so old. This is the smallest size. I can smell it from here, like without even getting my nose close to the box. It smells like mold and mildew. But yeah, it's the only one I could find so far. It cost $2.50 US for my new pot. So there it is. What an adventure. But yeah, I tracked one down. I can't believe it. 11 centimeters, there you can see. So I'm back at my hotel now, and I guess that's the I guess that's the end of my small adventures for this morning. There it is there, Wisma Sederhana. Woo. And yeah, that's it for this morning. Shutting down. It turns out BECAK are alive and well in Medan. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. Taking a little BECAK ride down to Telkomsel Grapari. Got my SIM card straightened out. Got my morning cup of coffee straightened out with my kettle. And now I'm going to move on with the rest of my day, but I need to go inside and take a shower. I am so hot and sweaty. It's brutally hot here right now. All right, that's it. And I'll check back in with you in the next video, whatever it is I get up to.